You ever give the young guys a tough time as you've been on this team longer than they've been alive?
No, I mean, only one player, just trying to talk trash from the bench, and I made that comment to him, and quickly didn't say anything anymore because he understood, how old I am, basically. But no. If anything, it's just helping the young guys out more than anything.
Fun fact, did you know that the Georgia State women's soccer program currently has the best record out of all athletic programs with the undefeated 3-0 record? The Georgia State volleyball team has gone through a bit of a rough patch. The team is now 4-9 overall and have gotten off to an 0-3 conference start. The men of the basketball program aren't the only ones to enjoy an eventful summer. Although they didn't take trips to LA for award shows or have flashy draft parties, the women are well on their way to becoming an elite college program. Georgia State University, in the heart of opportunity in a downtown Atlanta. Students should never be bored, especially if they live on campus. As this past weekend in the GSU Sports Arena itself, we had the 10th anniversary of Luda Day weekend celebrity basketball game, and Primetime Sports was there. Let's see how they did. After losing seniors Alicia Andrews, Brittany Logan, and Gabby Moss, the women's basketball team is looking for new talent in the 2015-2016 season. So much so, Flyers can be seen around campus holding tryouts for walk-ons. Primetime thinks the team has found its newest member. On October 8th, the men and women of the GSU basketball program hosted its third annual GSU Jam event, where the Panther family is introduced to both squads before the new season begins. The men are arguably coming off their most influential season, and the star of the night was once again head coach Ron Hunter, who entered the event in a spacesuit and Segway before hitting the Quan with a few Georgia State students. Attendees received the full in-game experience as the pep band, cheerleaders, and dance team all performed to bring the exciting atmosphere of the basketball season back to the sports arena. Events during the night included a competitive three-point competition where redshirt freshman Jeff Thomas took home honors, beating senior and three-point specialist Carter Cagle on a night where the threes were seemingly raining from the ceiling. The next event of the night was the dunk contest, where officially TJ Shice became the new champion. However, reigning champion Isaiah Dennis was the people's champ, as Dennis put the crowd on his feet by jumping over an airplane. All right, we just finished the third annual GSU Jam here inside the GSU Sports Arena. I got the chance to catch up with senior guard Kevin Ware and junior guard Isaiah Dennis. Let's go see what the guys had to say. Ware speaks on the scoring duo of Ryan Harrell and RJ Hunter and how they taught him.
Contribute. Watching RJ and Ryan, how they played and contributed every night, it was just kind of like the stepping stone for me, and the thoughts are going through my head this year.
Once again, Ware vows to leave social media for the season after failing to do so last season.
So, just with the whole Twitter situation, I just looked at how RJ sacrificed and saw the blessings he got. So I'm looking at it and thinking about it that exactly same way. Just I want to be where RJ is. I want to be that next person up from Georgia State to be in the NBA and see where my career could go. So,
as far as team goes, Ware said they were as simple can be.
Another Sun Belt championship. Got to get to the Sweet 16, man. Got to do better every year.
Dennis said inspiration to jump over the plane came from the team's sports information director, Mike Holmes.
Mike Holmes, he saw me on walking on campus and asked me, do I want to jump over anything? I said, I'll jump over anything. He said, a plane. And I got scared. I was like, a plane? How am I going to get a plane to the sports arena? But, he made it happen, so that's where the deal came from.
Dennis' past dunks have made it onto Sports Center, just like Coach Hunter has in the past. And Dennis believes the coach can make it back to the show.
He might be if he keep doing that dance.
So you saw Coach Hunter dancing, you saw some shots, you saw some dunking, you saw a little bit of everything here at the GSU Jam session for 2015. For Primetime Sports inside the GSU Sports Arena, I'm Rashad Milligan. Play ball. And what appeared to be an uneventful season for the Volleyball Panthers, a 0-10 conference play start. The team is now undefeated in the last weekend in conference play, winning 2 games as they head into their last home weekend.
Halloween weekend 2015 was an outstanding one for the GSU volleyball squad. In matches against South Alabama and UL Lafayette, the Panthers dropped only one set to the Raging Cajuns and were led by the attack of junior Christina Stinson, who was extremely encouraged by the group's effort.
I'm just incredibly proud of my teammates. I thought we did an incredible job just coming in with that passion and that fire for the game, and just realizing and remembering like why we play. Like, we play for each other, and just coming out with that passion in the game and that consistency, that really made the difference.
Senior Deidre Bohannon said the team's focus was strong as it's been all season, and that began with the program's origins.
As a team, we just really honed in on like owning our own game and playing Georgia State volleyball, as Coach would say.
As any coaching great would do, Sally Pohamas reverted the credit back to her players.
They are very self-motivated. Even when we were 0-10 in conference, they came into practice ready to work.
Looking forward, Georgia State's last homestand of 2015 are matches against Arkansas State and Georgia Southern, respectively. The motivation to make the conference tournament comes down to one reason.
I mean, it's now or never, and we have 16 years on the team, and this is our last chance.
If you haven't been to a match this year, the Sunbelt Offensive Player of the Week and Pohamas have a message specifically for you on why you should change that this weekend.
Because it's going to be awesome, and we're going to go to the conference tournament, so we really need y'all's support this weekend.
As you can see, the team is amped up, optimistic, and they need little to no motivation. They're ready to play, they're ready to make the conference tournament, and they're ready for your support. For Primetime Sports outside the GSU Sports Arena, I'm Rashad Milligan. Play ball. Coach Baldwin Tenner said this is the best she's ever felt about her program in the last 5 years. So, play ball. Thanks, Jared. Back to you. From the GSU Sports Arena, I'm Rashad Milligan, telling y'all to play ball. Back to you, Jared. Don't forget to take that trip up 75 North to support your team at KSU this Friday. For Primetime Sports outside the GSU Sports Arena, I'm Rashad Milligan, telling y'all to play ball. As you can see, the Georgia State volleyball team and Crystal Lee remain optimistic and have positive thoughts for the rest of the season. They're continuing conference play this weekend. Let's see how they do for the rest of the season. For Primetime Sports, I'm Rashad Milligan outside the GSU Sports Arena. Play ball.
Now on to some highlights. John Wall brings the ball up for Team Luda, pulls up for the three and splodoosh. Luda's telling his team not to let up on Team Breezy. He coaches too now, guys. To say he does it all is an understatement. Anthony Morrow misses the three, but the big man grabs the board and the big man finishes. Look at Team Luda on the floor. What is the sideline? Chris Brown brings up the ball. Of course, the coach is going to play himself the entire game. He's going to miss, but watch DC Young Fly hit from folks in the corner of the screen. Yeah. Sorry, Cam, but DC hit it first. Watch the Manimal finish the alley-oop, and Lou Will with the mini outlet to John Wall in defense. Chris Brown. Well, don't be too bummed because Eric Bledsoe comes on the other end, and Jared Jack actually attempted a form of defense, and it didn't matter anyway.
From the stars of the big screen and the TV screen to the stars of primetime, I'm Rashad Milligan from inside the GSU Sports Arena. Back to you. Play ball.
A busy day, Rashad.
Man, are you tired of us?
Not. We love that you are going to love it with us. I'm Joey Redmond. This is my partner, Rashad Milligan. Maybe.
Are we? No,
maybe.
no.
Maybe. Hey,
These guys have the, they have the wheels,
We'll see what happens.
They're hot.
Let's bring it back to lost 2 games in a row.
But if you look at the games, even the game they won, they came back from, 15 points down in the first half?
Right.
It's just the team has been falling into this pattern of let's fall behind early and come back and fight to the end. They're a good team. This is obviously, as you mentioned in the first episode, the team is new. Mm-hmm. The team, they're still getting used to each other. Sharon Baldwin Tenner, she's still implementing that system that you can tell they kind of don't understand what they're exactly doing out there. And it's going to take some time. I mean, we just brought up the football team. The football team at the beginning of the year, horrible. Mm-hmm. Horrible. I mean, to their standards and the talent they had on that team, and it's the same thing with the women's basketball team. Women's basketball team have a lot of talented players. There are a lot of new players, but they need some time to gel and figure each other out because it's too many turnovers. It's too many just dumb mistakes, even if it's not shown on paper.
She genuinely stepped out of the way of the ball, and the ball sailed out of bounds.
Just looked at the ball. You ever watched the Knicks play with J.R. Smith and Tim Hardaway Jr. and those guys last year? It was like that. Makiba, I mean, she's a superstar. I mean, there's a reason why she's the leading scorer, and she's always leading because she takes a lot of shots. RJ took a lot of shots last year. Ryan Harrell took a lot of shots. They missed a lot of shots. But that's how you become the leading scorer, you know. Kobe, she's exactly like Kobe. She's selfish. Well, excuse me. She can get selfish at times and get too much in herself and not trusting her teammates. If Alaysia Mitchell takes things into her hands, hey, give me the ball. Give me the ball, Makiba. Well, then I think the team will be all right.
So then how does Alaysia go and prove that to the team? Does it happen all on the court? I mean, does something have to happen on the practice court? Does something have to happen on the weekends? You know, do they have to hang out more? Do they gel? I mean,
Alaysia just has to, she can't step around it. She can't walk around it and try to, you know, she has to just be straight up. If you want to win, you have to just walk up to him, hey, give me the ball. Give me the ball. I trust, I won't let you down. And I guarantee you, if you give Alaysia Mitchell the ball more, she will not let you down. She'll get 20 and 10. Shown it at her last school, Pensacola State, and she showed it at Wheeler in high school. So Makiba Ponder's, Alaysia Mitchell's an absolute beast on the post. And she can be that Shaq figure to Makiba Ponder. The rebounding was horrible at some places.
Right.
Where it was just a live ball just bouncing. That's the difference between, do you really want to win? Do you really, because if you would, when you see that ball bouncing, you do whatever you can to get to that ball with two hands.
Right. That's what they got to do. They got to get their head in the game. They got to be a team. They got to go. They got to figure out off the court.
They got to.
This stuff doesn't happen.
Get the head in the game. They got to get you. Fans wins games. Obviously not this game.
It's the one that seems the least crazy is always Candy. She seems like normal.
Yeah, I mean, but then I'm not going to go there. This is a school TV show. All right, so your biography says you knew what you wanted to do after moving to New York in 06. Yeah. Did you have like any clue what you wanted to do before then?
I mean, I wanted to.
From Tanisha, stay in school, hopefully. And yeah, you know.
Try to do your best.
And try to keep that money up, you know, save that money. Get on MTV so you can save $5 at Starbucks. It's a nice shirt. It looks like no, I'm not gonna say that. But I mean, it looks like it reminds me of like my mattress back home.
Exactly, and so a woman would look at that like, man, I want to lay on his shirt, man, or his chest. You know what I mean? See, that's why I got it. You know what I mean?
I respect that.
Question:
how you felt about that Cowboys game last week?
First of all, don't get your neck broken on TV.